Hey guys, GamerGeek here and welcome to this video. A video you've been waiting for quite a while. It is the Q&A with my mum. Say hello.
Hi.
There we go, that's quite to the point there. I think you'll be good in this one. Yeah, you guys gave an amazing response. We've had so many comments, more comments than I've ever had, so feel appreciated. Do you feel appreciated?
Very, very. I'm appreciated.
Good. So, yeah, it may run into 2 videos, depending on how long we'll take. I don't want to rush it, but at the same time, I don't want to extend a video into, 20 minutes, 15 minutes, or whatever. I want them to keep them a good size video, even if we do have to split them up into a couple. So expect that maybe, I don't know, it's in the future. I haven't quite got that far yet. But let's start with the first question, and this is from ICBM Raptor 2. He's part of the Rat Pack, there's a group of them. And there's a few questions here, so we'll probably learn something from this one anyway. Do you know what a definition of a noob is? Do you know what a noob is? Let's start off.
Not a clue.
No, have a guess.
Well, you've got it written down as NOOB, so that's made me even less sure. If you'd have said noob, then it sounds like new boy, newbie.
Yeah, exactly. Someone doesn't know what they're doing. They if they're playing a game and they're just walking up, say if you were playing a game, you'd be a bit of a noob because you wouldn't know what the hell you're doing. So yeah, that is what a definition of a noob is. So you've learned something, okay? Internet talk, really. Okay. Yeah, what training have you had with computers or typewriters when you were in school versus what we do in school today? So what have you had in your younger years, training-wise, anything computer, typewriter?
Well, 1971 to 76 was my senior school years, and those days nearly all girls took typing with standard typewriters, just like a typing pool. Fortunately, I didn't do that because I did not want to work in an office. Then I bunked out of physics, and so in the last 6 months decided to ask the typewriter teacher if she would take me on, and she sat me in a corner, gave me a book and said she had no time because she had to get the others through their exams. So I just taught myself, and she passed by every now and again. So I was not taught to type properly, but thank God I learnt, because all my jobs ever since have been in offices with typewriters and big accounting machines which look something like a modern day Casio organ. And you had to be accurate, and so I just learned as I went along. And then the first computers came in, and so nobody taught me anything, and I still don't know a great deal, and just sort of pick up bits as you go. And every day somebody will come in and tell me, "Oh, don't you know this shortcut?" And I go, "No," and then I promptly forget it anyway.
Yeah. Pen, what does that do? Get that very often. So yeah, you've kind of taught yourself as you've gone along, and you've ended up in a job where you actually didn't want to be in the first instance, but
I've always been, and well, thank God I learnt, because it's essential to everything. Everything you do every day.
Computing these days, or ICT. If you look at my classes and stuff, they're considerably popular now, and everyone knows it's programmed hardwired. Back then, computers weren't really.
Because we then had our own business, and we started it working from home, and we had a computer. I might even remember going to the computer shop and seeing the first colour video of a cheetah running, and I was absolutely wiped out. I couldn't get over it, and they kept playing it for me because I just thought it was so fantastic to see the clarity, the movement, the speed. It was better than the telly. It was just fantastic. And then to have Encarta and be able to check things like that, and when you think that wasn't relatively that long ago, this is in your lifetime, because that computer came into our house and you would be about 2.5, 3.
Yeah, okay.
And, that's why very early I got photos of you sitting at the computer. Luckily it was pretty robust in them days, so it didn't matter that you were only so little. And you've been on them ever since, but it's probably our fault then, somewhere.
Yeah. I blame you entirely that I'm spending my life on my computer.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's move on a little bit. Memory of us playing a game together. We don't really play games, do we?
No. But when Xbox came out and we bought it you for Christmas.
The original Xbox, yeah.
That was so funny. 'Cause,
that was, yeah.
we sent you, I can't remember what age you were, but we sent you to bed Christmas night, and we got it down and thought, oh, we don't know, I've got a clue about this. So we got it out of the box, managed to work it out, plugged it in. Midtown Mayhem, was it?
Midtown Madness, yeah. One of the racing game,
So
came with it.
I put that on, and notwithstanding I've been driving for like 20-something years at that time, I couldn't get this car to steer. I was on every pavement, through every pane of glass, window, front, and I was laughing so much. I was hysterical. Well, I woke you up and you came downstairs in the days and opened the door, and I had to quickly turn you around and take you out again. And luckily you weren't awake, so you didn't notice. But Santa brought this Midtown Mayhem, and we played it afterwards for a while. And I think that was the best I ever was at anything. And every time we played shooting games, we got Starsky and Hutch, didn't we?
Yeah, with what was that one? The light up gun and the one person drives.
I was no good at either. So.
No.
Either the driving or the shooting.
I think if you go past DVD games, quiz games, things like that, then that's like your limit, really.
Thank you.
Well, you know it's true. You know it's true. So I'm not really making it up.
Which is a bit unfortunate because I'm quite a competitive spirit.
Yes, you are.
I get so frustrated I can't get it to do what I want it to do.
Yeah.
I think with time, I Raiders, didn't I, with you? And I just couldn't get this guy to mount the bloody wall and get out of the pit. He was in the crypt, and I couldn't get him up. And I'm like, no. I just got so angry with the damn thing. I just walked away. And ever since then, every time you asked me to play, I won't play anymore. Particularly now, because they're more sophisticated.
With time, I think you would have learnt it. Like with time and patience.
It's the controller.
Yeah, but it's learning. Everyone has to learn it. It wasn't natural for me when I first picked up a controller.
No, I suppose.
Everyone has to learn it. But yeah.
Ironically,
anyway.
you're no good with coordination. You've never been able to play ball games or racket games because your coordination's crap, and yet you can do this so well.
I can play drums though.
This is true. You've got rhythm. Yeah.
Anyway,
Sorry,
this is a long question. We've made it even longer than I thought we would. He always had got his mum to play Little Big Planet with him. That's like a. Have you seen Little Big Planet? You know Little Big Planet.
I used to love you playing that. Because you made your own things.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I spent a lot of hours on that.
You did.
So yeah, that's his question. Thank you guys. Thank you for the question. We've hopefully answered it in enough detail. We can move on to the next one. The Codosaurus. I'm guessing that's what it says. When did you think you will and should move out?
Oh, Guy.
When would you, like, if say if I didn't go to university, which I'm most likely going to next year, if that didn't happen, when would a point would be, well, I think you should go and do your own thing now?
I have no idea. I think that university will be good for you because I think that it will be a learning experience. You'll be sharing and meeting people like-minded. Here you've got a community of people around the world perhaps that you're talking to, but you physically be able to talk to them in one place and share ideas and learn things, which obviously I can't do, as you can tell from the game knowledge I've got. I've sort of the last 18 months worked myself up to the fact that you are likely to move out in the next year. So I'm cool with that now, although I wasn't.
Weren't you?
No, I didn't want you to go. You're my best friend. I don't know what I'm going to do without you. So yeah, I'm sort of getting there now. I think I'm pleased that for you and the experience, but your home will always be wherever we are, and you're always welcome. And these days people seem to move out and a few years later come back again. So the door is open. I will keep you a key.
I may be back. Actually, the guy that commented that asked the first question before this actually answered to that comment and said, of course she'll never want him to move out. Do you know what I mean? You'll never. No. There's never a point where you just want.
Well, I don't know. I might.
Yeah, you may change your mind.
Eventually get fed up with the loud music and
the gaming and the up all hours. Yeah, that can wear. Okay, so next.
I don't see you much now. That's the point. You're just in the house. I don't actually see a great deal of you.
Probably not. No, so, I do hide away. Yeah. Next question by Bob Joe. There's two questions actually. The first one: does she think gaming makes you more violent? Do you agree? Because the media will blame it instantly. It's video games are doing all this. Would you say in general video games makes you more violent?
Well, I can if you say you as in you being the person, and it hasn't made you violent in any way. You haven't got a violent bit in you. Can't even kill a spider. I've
hoovered up a spider before.
You villain.
Yeah.
instead of calling me. I obviously wasn't here.
No, you won't. No.
Right. So no, I don't think it can automatically make people violent. I think there has to be social links through childhood that would have pent up violence waiting to be exploded upon
Okay. Yeah.
the community somehow. That there's triggers.
Okay. Yeah. There's definitely more to it than the media just use it as an easy target, really.
Yeah. No, there's far more sociological problems going on out there. I mean,
it's. Yeah, we could talk about it for a while. So that's simple
need.
Answer, no.
No, I don't think so.
Do you think YouTube is a good hobby for me? Do you think it's a good hobby?
I think that it's a now thing, and who knows where it'll be in the next 10 years. And I think it's great to be a part of everything that is happening in your world at this time. And it will obviously lead to other things. If it stays in this form or not, it will obviously be the precursor to other things. And it's important that you're part of it. There was technology in our day, nothing like you guys have, but that was our time, and we'll always think of it fondly. And and I think this is important for you too. And it's a huge learning arena.
Yeah,
whatever you like, whether you're into comedy, magic, music.
It's a home
gaming.
for everything. It's a home for everything.
Absolutely.
It's a home for everything.
And a source of perhaps a greater understanding of communities around the world, which is great too. More for that.
Yeah. Okay. John Sawicki, would you say? I would assume so. If I've said your name wrong, apologies. We'll just say that. What does your mum think of you doing YouTube? What do you think in general? Like, you've kind of already covered this.
Well, I'm quite proud, really. I think you do really well on it, and I love to see you doing it, and look back on what you did in the beginnings and how you progressed and changed. And I never thought you'd be in front of a camera, and I've been quite surprised that you are now willing to do those sort of things. And I mean, the things I will always keep and look back on. Fondly. And
you're the person that keeps going back and watching all the content all the time.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm proud. I show people when I can. The trouble is, I keep forgetting my passwords. I can't every time I go on, I get stuck.
Yeah, you forget them passwords. Yeah, but
what a nuisance they are.